Welcome back to Quinta Vale das Pedras. Today we are spending another productive day on the farm, continuing the journey of transforming this beautiful piece of Portugal one project at a time. We will be working in the greenhouse, preparing for future harvests, finding safe new homes for a couple of birdhouses, building a practical structure to support our work on the land, and tackling more bush cutting as we continue to reclaim and maintain the property. Of course, life at the Quinta isn't only about hard work. After a busy day, we will take a well-deserved break and visit one of our favorite places in Portugal, beautiful Comporta. So come along with us for another day of farming, nature, and simply living in a Portuguese countryside. Let's get started.
Hello, I'm at the greenhouse, or what we call the greenhouse. What I decided to do is just do some weeding so we can kind of give some space to what we grew. The tomatoes, this is obviously an experimental year, and we just put like a little teeny trench and we just sprinkled the seeds. Like the tomatoes, we did it that way. Actually, I think almost most of the seeds we kind of did it that way, except for the courgettes and the aubergine or eggplant and zucchini. And now you can see with the tomatoes, these are the ones that I've cultivated from this property this past year. And you can see that they need to be thinned out or separated. So I'm going to attempt to do some of them to see if they survive. And the same thing to do with the cherry tomatoes. These were just seeds that we bought from the store. And you can see that's all weeds. And for those who, you haven't seen a video or who just joined us, this is all manure from when the property had cows on it. And we have a platform in front of the barn. It's all made out of cement. It's where the cows stayed. And it was just a layer of manure. So I shoveled that and put it here. Before it was just used as a container of manure, and then we decided to do raised garden bed just to experiment. And I think because we've been clearing the land so much, we wanted to have some property or some projects that were more about growing and gardening. So we made this. This is our first attempt on the retaining wall, and I think it's been pretty successful. Next year we're going to be really thoughtful in terms of what we're going to grow, how much we're going to grow, where we're going to grow it here, and how it's going to design. Maybe we'll buy raised garden beds made out of wood and make it along the way here. We don't know. But anyway, next year we're going to be really thoughtful. We'll mark out the areas because just like this is coriander. Like how much coriander do you need for 2 people? So maybe we'd grow just a little bit here. And the mint, we're finding that we're not really using mint as much as we used to. We used to juice a lot, but juicing, especially for, I don't want to say that we're pre-diabetic, but the blood tests show that, we have glucose, what is that called? Resistant or something? Anyway, we shouldn't be having so much sugar, even if it's juice. And so we're not using so much mint. So I think we're going to try to control that. And as you can see, sorry, I don't have a tripod with me, so I hurt my back when I tried to assemble the chainsaw trestle. That took over an hour to do. 10 pieces of metal. I'm not the most brilliant when it comes to instructions, like building those. But anyway, I did a muscle spasm, couldn't work for 3-4 days. And in addition to having our bush cutter broken down that needed to be looked at, we'll get that hopefully this week. We haven't really done much on the property. So I thought I'd take it easy and do some gardening. And maybe we'll rearrange the netting. We'll make it longer. You can see that the sun's still hitting some of the plants, and I think it's only going to get warmer. So we'll rearrange it right here. It's 8 by 6. We'll switch it around so that we get a little bit 2 more meters of protection. and I'm looking forward to it. I haven't really gardened. H.R.'s been kind of taking care of that role. He's strimming. You may hear him back there. So let's get to it. So this is the next day, and because my back is still not 100%, I think it's going to take a couple of weeks. I decided to do a few like low muscle stress projects. So what I'm going to do, sorry I don't have a mic. As you recall from previous videos, I lost the mic, and I don't want to lose another one, so I'm just going to keep it like this. Hopefully you can hear me. We have some birdhouses, some that we just collected or just had for years past. I think one, the concrete one, which you'll see shortly, H.R. had, I think he's had it for over 20, well, definitely over 20 years. We've been together for 20 years. So I'm just going to put that up here. It's about 3 meters high. They said that that's kind of a good height or maximum height for wrens, for black red starts, which were what was in our annex, tit, and some other ones. But anyway, hopefully it's still in time for the second brood that they're going to do. So I'm going to put one here, and the second one, I got this in DC maybe 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, and we had it in Amsterdam when we lived there. And I'm just going to put it up behind. There's a protection area right where the roof kind of ends, right there. Can you see? This is the other one. It's rounded. And I think it'll fit really nicely up here on this pole because it has like an indent which will secure this because it's pretty windy here. I need it to be secure. Successful project. Hopefully we'll get some new residents. We'll keep you posted. bush cutting day. Scruffy's sitting in the shade, enjoying himself. And we've already started. We've been at it for maybe 2 hours. So, saw yesterday we did this part, I did this part, and the paddocks. HR trimmed around the areas I couldn't get to. And I did this area. This is kind of where the cows used to be. And then I'm doing the slope and then around the barn. I think you can hear Aitor with the trimmer. He has done this part here. Eventually, and maybe Aitor's already said this, eventually we're probably going to put like a glass roof on this, make this a greenhouse. We'll landscape this, lower this down so it's all even, fill in this area. Maybe put some apple trees here. And then this barn will become a proper barn. I think more kind of a lounge area and a proper barn. And there's Aitor, there's trimming away. And I'm gonna go here too and bush cut this roadway here, just so that he can focus on other things. Hopefully he'll do this area here, which is problematic. Okay. Hello, welcome back to another day. I think you saw, if you saw the video from last week, you saw me attempting to cut firewood and totally did it improperly, wrong angled, and I was cutting it from the ground and twisting my back. And anyway, because I did that, I'm sore. But also, it dulls the blade. It's not very good for the chainsaw, obviously. Or I didn't know this, but I learned. And so I bought myself a chainsaw trestle. So now I'm going to the major leagues. Now it's, of course, I have to assemble it. It's not another one of my skill sets that I didn't learn while I was growing up or even into adulthood. And so I'm attempting to do this. It looks pretty easy. There's 6 pieces or 8 pieces, and then there's nuts and bolts. So I'm gonna attempt to put this together so that I can cut the rest of the firewood and not hurt myself in the process. But it looks pretty good. I got this at Leroy Merlin. It's kind of like a Home Depot in the US. And it was only like $30, so I'm pretty happy. It looks pretty sturdy, really heavy. So anyway, I'm going to try to do this. I'll most likely do a time lapse because there's going to be long pauses of me trying to figure out these things. Even though I did cheat, I looked at it, I've prepared this, so it looks like I know what I'm doing. So anyway, hope you enjoy. Maybe there'll be some fun things you can laugh at. But I'm excited. It's nice. It's really windy, so I just found a really kind of a cove where the wind's not blowing. Hardly any clouds in the sky. Aitor's doing something not on the farm with his nephew, and I'm attempting to do this. So enjoy. the fun bits. We're gonna see how this, if this works, and if I did it correctly. Sorry, little girl. So, got my goggles. Okay, take two. So, you have no idea the ordeal that I've gone through to make this chainsaw trestle. Yeah, I can't even talk. So you saw what I did. Now I'm going to just see if I can cut the wood without having it fall apart and hurting my back. So let's go. I'll just cut this one so we'll have it all done. So awesome. The blade is dull because, like I said, I shouldn't have been cutting the way that I was last week or 2 weeks ago. And I count this as a success. So I'll send you off to another project that HR is doing. Or maybe I'll be doing it. One thing I'm going to do is, you see the courgette? I planted 2 seeds here and then 2 seeds here, and there's nothing growing. So I'm going to put one from here and put it here, so we kind of space it out a little bit. And hopefully I don't kill it. See if I can put this somewhere that you can watch me. So I finished weeding. Now it doesn't look like we're growing so much. The basil's doing really well. The cherry tomatoes, I'm gonna have to space out a bit. We have watermelon growing. Actually, every seed grew. HR got this from the grocery store, and we just put the seeds in. So I'm hoping that that'll turn into watermelon for the summer. No eggplant, so I'm gonna plant some more seeds. We still have time. Took care of some of the mint. I'm going to space out. These are the pasture tomatoes we got from the property, and then we're going to probably cut this in half and then use this space for tomatoes. All in a day's work.
Saturday morning. Look at this. Scruffy and Arthur having the beach for themselves.